The Rula and Ryan Show.
With Eric.
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin!
And Sam.
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Rula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world!
104.1 KRB.
Good morning.
Houston, Texas.
Who wants to party?
Friday, September 12th of 2025 at 6:03 a.m. And I'm already laughing out of the gate with you guys on your texts at 37530. So here's the process for the 6 o'clockers that hit their clock right at 6 and they hear us. We do something called the next day replay, the day before. Some two things that we did the day before, we're going to play them 5:30 to 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
On Friday, we're usually letting you hear part 1 of Roses, and then we continue it with part 2. But before that happened, it was the diaper lady in the grocery store.
Rate your secret.
Rate your secret. And the woman who called and said she wants to put on an adult diaper and go to the can aisle of the grocery store and go to the bathroom in front of someone, and they don't even know what she's doing.
Oh, my God.
And the text of you guys. I really want to know what the texts were saying about the pee-pee diaper lady. I have so many questions.
So weird.
I don't get her reasoning at all. I got so many messages yesterday. I think we had a really fun show yesterday. We did a lot of different things. We had a lot of fun secrets, interesting secrets, shocking secrets. But that diaper lady, man, she stuck with a lot of people. We didn't even know that was coming at us because that happened in the 8 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
The 7 o'clock hours where Roses happened. So let's just get to part 2, shall we? Let's go.
Bye.
Roses happens every Thursday at 7 o'clock. You go to krbe.com so you can be part of it, and then we'll help you out in your situation
Would
and
you
see what
think
happens with her on Monday.
That if they offered an option where you could have your office on one floor and actually live on a different floor in the same building, would you do that?
No way, because then you're always going to be called last minute because they know you're right upstairs. They will always do that.
But the flip side is no sitting in morning traffic.
Yeah, but then you can't listen to us, so how is that going to help anyone?
Sure, more time to listen. Relaxing in your office, listening to us.
Which, by the way, I got to say happy birthday to the texter that didn't tell us her name, unfortunately, but she said, y'all, good morning. It's my birthday.
Aw.
I love your enthusiasm, texter, but you didn't tell us your name so we can say happy birthday too. She is turning 41 today, and she's been listening to us since she was 19.
Well, happy birthday, you.
Happy birthday.
You're like your whole adult life. There's been a piece of us there for you in your morning commute because you don't live upstairs from your job, probably.
Nice.
Look at you. Haven't aged a day.
Haven't aged a day. Happy birthday to you. All right, so today on the show, we've got Michael Yo visiting the studio after 8 o'clock. Michael Yo used to work here, actually, at KRBE. But
Isn't that crazy?
he moved on to Austin, then Miami and radio, and then he went to L.A., and he met Chelsea Handler, and it just all snowballed from there. He's on lots of different projects. He does stand-up comedy. He tours the country. And we've had him on a lot. And he's going to be here after 8 o'clock because his show is hitting the House of Blues on the 13th, which is tomorrow night. Benson Boone is going to be here next week. It is a totally sold-out show. And the closer we get to the show, the more I feel the hysteria from you guys. People are like reaching out. When for Benson Boone? Okay. 7 o'clock this morning is when. We'll give you all those details in Scoop, where also we are going to go over the plots of movies where we're supposed to be cheering for the main character, but really when you deep dive it, the main character is the villain. What movie at the top of your head can you think of? We're like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
I guess
No,
it's
wait,
all
actually, they're not
perspective.
awesome.
Yeah.
There's one that when you're a teenager, you think he's awesome. When you're an adult, you think he's a punk. We'll talk about that. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be sunshine today, high in the low 90s. Right now, 74 degrees and 612 on the Roll and Ride Show with Eric.
Happy birthday, Iram.
Hi. This is Celebrity Scoop.
On the Rula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's brought to you by Taquerias Arandas, and I want to remind you guys at 7 o'clock, that is when you need to be listening to hear the 3-hour window of time that we announced for you to win sold out Benson Boone tickets. He's going to be here at the Toyota Center on Thursday, the 18th, and every day we give you a shot to be caller 104 when we play back-to-back Benson Boone. So it's back-to-back Benson. When you hear the second song start playing, then you have to start calling us at 833-390-KRBE. Caller 104, you're going to go in. to the Toyota Center, courtesy of KRBE, with your guest for free. That's how it works. We don't charge you for tickets. If somebody tells you that, it's a scam. Kevin, don't you be getting smart with those prank calls. Which, by the way, he's got one at 7 o'clock, which I really can't wait for.
Oh,
if you
yeah,
are
what's that
listening
gonna-
at 6, you got to make sure you podcast at 7 if you can't hear it live.
What's that going to be about?
An Astros fan, particularly Minute Maid Park. Well, could you imagine getting the letter M delivered to your backyard?
From the Minute Maid.
The leftover sign.
Yeah.
So that's going to be at 7 o'clock. It's going to be great. All right. When you go to, when you're watching movies and like there's a go-to that maybe you seek out, or in my world, I just kind of have the TV on in my house on a
It's a comfort
basic channel.
thing.
And if something's on, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to pick that up.
Like, aren't there certain things that you just like to have kind of on in the background? You know, like even when you're not feeling well, you don't want to have to watch something that you've got to think about or
Yeah, I don't
follow.
want to think about it. Some of these movies are not ones that will rotate, but you know them well. And when you really think about them, you're thinking, wait a second, that's not a hero. That's a villain. So there is a story about the main character actually being the worst of the group on the list of movies. And one of them in particular is when Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan had that run where they had like 4 movies together. You know, they did Sleepless in Seattle, Joe versus the Volcano, You've Got Mail, and I'm missing one. I feel like there's one more. Anyway.
Sleepless in
I
Seattle,
got
you
that
said?
one.
You've got mail.
And Joe versus Volcano.
versus
I think there was
Volcano.
one more. But
What
anyway,
was the other one?
They were like the sweethearts. I mean, Meg Ryan was the sweetheart. Tom Hanks couldn't go wrong. And in the movie You've Got Mail, you know, he is the bad guy. He is the Barnes and Noble, and she's got the mom and pop, you know, Sleepy Hollow,
Right.
bunnies in the tree, bookstore, Winnie the Pooh land, and he runs her out of business. And ultimately, like, they start talking on America Online, and it's called You've Got Mail because back in the day,
You've got
when you
mail.
turned on AOL, the voice that guy would say, "You've got mail." And at one point, they even got celebrities to say, "You've got mail." And then like David Letterman doing it and different celebrities. So that's why it was called You've Got Mail. And it's funny to have somebody maybe 19, 20, 25 years old watch that movie now and be like, that is weird.
It's so ancient.
It is so ancient. Like, what's this messenger box? What's this messenger box? But yeah, in that one, I did feel like he was villainous, but he's not like an evil guy.
No.
But he is the guy that's buying up all the real
Like,
estate and ruining her business.
Yes.
Okay, Mrs. Doubtfire. They say that Robin Williams' character is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To Pierce Brosnan, who's
In
actually...
general, as the dad, he's terrible. Listen, if we write this out, his wife Sally Field divorces him because he is a terrible father.
Right.
He is not responsible at all. He violates a court order. He tricks her into letting him back into the house, dressed in drag as a grandma, and then manipulates her new boyfriend, Pierce Brosnan, nearly kills him with the pepper on the shredder.
Oh, I remember that.
Try
So
my
you-
fruiting.
So if you break that down, yeah, it's pretty villainous. Because then like, I just love my kids. Well, you infiltrated your ex's house like a psycho.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
months.
Your average person, if they did that, we would
yeah.
lock them
on
up.
the news.
But
On the news,
yes,
as
that's
crazy
true.
as anonymous.
If you had
number,
found out.
the high school catfish, I'm like, you mean she was in the house with
Think
him
about
it.
and thought it was a lady?
Sam, you weren't part of the show when I went through my divorce when my daughter was 11. Could you imagine? I told you, Rolla, and Eric, hey, I'm going to dress up as this old lady.
Yeah,
just
I'm
so I
gonna
can
move
see
back into the
Faith,
house so I can be the nanny.
And I get to be there and hang out all
we'd be
day
like,
long.
bro, you need some help.
I know.
Yeah.
First, talk
Yeah.
to your therapist. See if this
So-
is going to be the right move.
As great as that movie is, okay, let's peel back the
little
layers.
weird.
Okay, the one that I said when you're a teenager you think it's amazing, when you're an adult you think he's a punk is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's a little jerk.
absolutely. I always thought that.
And I'm like, wait, and especially the thing that triggers me, Sam, is the most is when he gets Cameron, like he bullies Cameron out of bed, who's actually sick and dying feeling.
Oh, right.
Get out of bed already and get over here and pick me up in your dad's Ferrari.
Then he peer pressures him, ends up destroying like a $150,000 car.
Spoiler.
And the point is about the Ferrari. You know, they try to make him defend the Ferrari in the movie. If you remember, where they call up the school and they act like it's the girlfriend's dad and the grandma has passed away. But then for some reason, Cameron says to the principal, "I want you and Sloan in front of the school. I'm going to pick her up." And he's like, "What are you telling him to come out in the front of the school for?" Because now how are they going to pick her up?
Oh, think
so
about
that's why
that.
he said, we need to use your dad's car. You're the one that said he has to stand there with her. You think Sloane's dad's going to show up in some jalopy
And then
or
he
whatever
picks her
crap
up.
car?
He picks her up at school, and the principal's thinking this is the girl's dad, and he kisses her on the lips. And he goes, "Oh, I see how that is in that family."
But he's creeped out like,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
super
that's
creepy.
weird. Okay, the other one is Meet the Parents with Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro. I mean, I can see that 100%. Robert
Why
De
is
Niro
he,
is the feared father-in-law who really, they say that Terry Polo, the bride, is the bad guy in Meet the Parents because she sets up her fiance for failure when he goes to meet the parents. Or they're not even engaged yet, are they? They're just dating. Greg's in her.
Yeah, I don't think they're
Doing it
engaged
forever.
yet. He was getting ready to propose.
She keeps putting him in awkward situations, like telling everybody how he hates cats and letting him sleep in to appear lazy. So really, Pam promoted the hate that Robert De Niro had for Greg.
Oh.
I have to rewatch
Greg
that.
I
wasn't
feel like that's a
exactly-
stretch, but
Yeah.
okay.
Greg wasn't exactly a great guy either. He spray painted a cat.
From his desperation of
Yeah.
being accepted, he had to spray paint a cat to make it look like Jinxie. Okay, this one is interesting. I've seen this one rotate for a long time. From Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, we're talking about main characters of the movies who maybe they're really the villains. Grandpa Joe. You're telling me he stayed in bed for 20 years and then all of a sudden he has the dancing legs to jump out of bed and go to the factory with Charlie?
How lazy are you?
For 20 years, he laid in a bed. And then at the factory, he convinces Charlie to break Wonka's rules, which endanger their lives.
Oh, yeah, they steal.
In the original one, don't they have like some scene where Charlie and Grandpa, the bubbles are
Yeah.
making them rise?
Yes.
If they go too high, there's these sharp things that are going to impale them.
So they have to start burping to deflate themselves and go down.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, when I saw it as an adult, I didn't even watch the whole thing, I was disturbed. Like, the TV kid drowns in the chocolate river, basically.
No, that's
But they
Augustus
say that-
Gloop.
Augustus Gloop. Yeah,
Oh,
who's the-
I thought
the
from
chubby
a
guy.
young age it was very disturbing. I only probably saw it once as a kid and then waited till adulthood to see it because I was kind of disturbed about it. It's like, this man is not a good guy.
And then the Johnny Depp version was even creepier.
Oh, I cannot. The Johnny
that's
Depp
probably
version
when I
is
saw it again.
super creepy.
Might be
Because I
better.
think, Kevin, my memories of Willy Wonka, I feel like maybe it was on network television. I definitely did not go to the theater to see it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine I would have either.
And it was, I don't even know what year that came out. So I don't think I was even.
The 80 or the 2000s one?
No, we're talking about Willy Wonka.
no.
Oh, you
One.
wouldn't have
Gene
seen that in the
Wilder.
theater. It came out in like 1971.
Okay, yeah, no, I wasn't even alive. So I must have caught it in bits and pieces as
Yeah.
a kid. But the part that really threw me is when, is it Violet Beauregard turns into a blueberry?
Blueberry?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, how she just I remember like how
And they
bad these
rolling her
kids
off.
were, like Veruca Salt being so spoiled to her dad. Like it just gave me bad vibes. Like this feels wrong. And I didn't watch the whole thing, but then when I'm going over it with my own kids as I'm a mother now, I'm like, this is a really whack movie.
It's a
And then
Roald Dahl book.
Yeah, the whole thing is whack.
Oh, duh.
It's weird.
Okay, Roald Dahl is a really good author, but
Yeah.
all of his stuff is kind of dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He
wacky.
wrote Matilda,
And there-
James and the Giant Peach.
His Revolting Rhymes are one of my favorite books ever because it puts a dark spin on stories like Red Riding Hood, where the villain wins.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
There's a Red Riding Hood dies.
yeah, she gets snacked on.
Oh, my God.
Oh my gosh, Kev.
And Three Little Pigs up in there too.
Oh,
yeah, it's Revolting Rhymes. It's a great book to read your kids if they're old enough to kind of laugh about. Little Red Riding Hood getting snacked on.
Oh my God.
No nightmares.
Oh man! So now those are some of the movies where you watch them now. You're like, oh wow, that really is the villain. All right, coming up next, you know how artificial intelligence is pretty much everywhere, and
Yeah.
it's going to take over the world. Okay, blah 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 blah. And kids in school are supposed to be doing, the reports and stuff, and how teachers can be tipped off to like whether
They
you use
know when
AI to help
AI's
you or not.
writing their report.
All
They
right,
can tell.
It's same for managers when you're doing your resumes. Usually we do open phone Fridays here at 833-390-KRBE. And I will still invite you to call us. But I'm so curious to know if somebody in the 6 o'clock hour who's a teacher because you're on your way to school or you are a manager, has it been such blatant busting? Because there's a story about ways that you can absolutely tell somebody used artificial intelligence to write something. And I'm wondering, and I'm like, is it so obvious now, or are we going to like tell people something they need to look out for? I don't know. But Open Phone Friday, open for you, 833-390-KRBE, so you can tell us anything. And if you have nothing to say, but you're a teacher or manager, tell us that. Next on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
Good morning from the Bell
Show with Eric.
Okay, 833-390-KRBE is our phone number. It's Open Phone Friday, but I have a question that I posed to you if you are a teacher or a manager about AI and how you can bust people using that. Shelby said there's a sneaky trick teachers use to catch AI.
Oh, really?
Shelby, hi. Welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so
Hello.
happy to be talking to y'all. I've been listening to y'all forever.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
So what is this?
Wait,
big
no,
trick?
first I want to know your background. Shelby, are you a teacher or you heard this from a teacher?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm a teacher. I'm 26 years old, but I've been listening to y'all's show probably since I was like 10. So it's been a long
thank you.
time.
Awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How long have you been a teacher, Shelby?
So I've been in education for 4 years. This is my third year as a teacher, and I teach at the high school level. So AI is especially prevalent as
I
we work
bet.
with the upper level
Totally.
classes.
So
Yeah.
what's the
Smart
sneaky
kid.
trick?
So I don't want to rat us out by letting the kids know, but hopefully they're not listening right now.
Yeah,
so
it's a
I
true
haven't
trust.
used it myself, but I have a few colleagues where if they give you like a written prompt, say it's a discussion board or something like that, they will embed within that prompt a secret word. So let's say the word like unicorn, for example, and then they'll change the font color of that word to white. So when you're looking at the text, you can't see it. But if you highlight that prompt and you paste it in an AI, the AI is being told somewhere in that prompt, embed the word unicorn into this story. So then when you go to turn in that essay, most of these kids don't even read over it. If the teacher sees the word unicorn, they know AI's been used.
Oh, wow.
But how do you? Okay, I'm gonna have
It's
to.
like a watermark almost.
Yes, like a watermark. But how do you get
Yeah.
into the kids? I guess because it's a school device. How do you get in?
No.
what-
Go ahead.
No, it's in like so most of our assignments are online, and so if a kid is going to use AI, they're going to highlight that text within that online assignment, and then they drop it into the AI prompter, and then the AI will write this essay. But I will say from my own experience, I get a raw writing sample from my kids at the start of the semester. So if they have like a second grade writing level, and then one day they turn in this collegiate level essay, I know right away that it's not theirs.
Nice,
I'm
Shelby.
sure you can pick up
Something's
on it.
fishy.
Dude, that's awesome. Hopefully you
But
gave
it's
some other
tricky.
teachers
It's
some
tricky.
ideas. That is tricky. Wow. Shelby, well, that's great. Okay, nice to know. And thanks for calling the show, and thank you for listening. You were raised right
Yeah.
here on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
You have a great Friday. Take
Of
care.
course.
Thank you.
Y'all as well. Thank
you,
you.
honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Courtney's up next at 833-390-KRBE. Good morning, Courtney.
Good morning.
Hello. So you have an AI comment about teaching. I'm assuming you are also a teacher?
Yes, I'm in my third year, but I'm a special education teacher.
Okay.
And so we have to plan for each student, kind of.
Yes.
But we're encouraged. We're at the elementary level, but we're encouraged to I never busted anybody because elementary, but we're encouraged as teachers to use AI. So they have trainings on Magic School AI and Canva AI and how to use it to make your slideshows and your lessons.
Well, I don't think that's a bad thing. It helps you along, and whatever can help you along to get the lesson plan done, right? As long as the facts are correct.
Oh, yeah, it does. It helps us a lot, and especially for me, I can, differentiate better if I just say, hey, take this third grade thing and make it, a kinder level, and so it does it.
That's great.
But, yeah, we have trainings, so...
That's good. So there's a good way. A good to the AI, not just the cheaty way.
Yeah,
Courtney,
there's a good part.
that's good to know. Thanks, Courtney. You have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Marianne says in college they had something like this, I guess, pre-AI. What is it, Marianne? Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Morning.
Yes. So, in at least at HCC, a lot of my professors, not all of them, do not accept PDF documents. They will only let you turn in Word format, Microsoft Word, because they can see how much time was spent on the document. They can see if anything was copy and pasted, and that's how they catch you if you're using AI. They could see how much time you spent. They could see if anything was copied and pasted.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that's how they get away with that.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
Microsoft
it was
Word.
a pre-AI thing that you were going to share that how they used to catch you. But you're talking about right now, they make you use Microsoft Word. Like
And
we
they
had
could
to.
see where a copy and paste
Yeah,
Yeah,
is.
the
there's history.
timestamps
There's
are.
history all up in there in the what do you call that? The metrics. Not
Yeah.
metrics.
That's
Something
pretty
behind
cool.
Okay, well, see, those are things that you don't think about. as a-
metadata.
I would have never thought about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So the timestamps will give you away. All right, Marianne, thank you so much.
I would have gotten caught.
Sam, thank you. I know, right? Sam, for sure. Sam would have
I
been
would
caught
not
for sure.
graduated college.
Well, there is another Sam on the line, and he wants to give us the perspective of a college professor
Ooh.
with AI. Hi, Sam. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
What class do you teach?
I teach in the education department, so we do a lot of course. Students who are studying education become teachers and go into education. So we actually teach about how to effectively use AI and how to tell when people are using AI only.
Oh, and what's you want to give us one of the telltale signs, or is that like peeling back too many layers?
Well,
here?
basically, for major assignments, there's actually a software that we use as professors called Turnitin, where they have to actually submit their work through Turnitin, and then Turnitin actually determines whether or not it was AI generated. But AI is one of those hot topics now in higher ed where, we encourage students to actually develop their original content and then maybe have it proofed through AI and then proof it again and kind of make it their own voice and tone.
Oh.
But like for small assignments like journal entries or like discussions, I actually run my discussion prompts through AI to see what it would just like copy and paste and see what the prompt would be. So if you get the same answers over and over from the same students, they're using AI. And you can also just tell by the voice. But you can also run their prompt through ChatGPT or Perplexity and see whether or not, and ask that, is this an AI-generated post? And it will tell you.
That's fantastic. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you, as a student, allowed to run your project through AI and say, take it all grammatical errors?
Well, like AI will use a lot of comma clauses, and they'll use a lot of like dashes. Those are like signs that this is coming straight from AI. Like if every sentence starts with a comma clause and it ends with there's a middle dash and there's a long sentence, it's a run on. Like you can really tell the pattern of how AI pumps out information. But like if you write your own essay and you run it through AI. It'll actually edit your writing and it's your own tone. So I don't discourage that. But if it's just I copied and paste the prompt and then copied and paste the response and put in AI, I won't take that. I would literally send it back and say, no, it's not acceptable. Yeah.
Man, that is a lot of reading you have to do, Sam. That is a lot of reading you have to do.
Yes.
You'd be like, wow.
I'm about 250 students, so yeah.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
That's
a lot of work.
unbelievable. Wow. Well, thanks for what you do, man. Thanks for what you do. Everyone remembers their college professor, that's for sure. Sam, thank you so much. Real quick, Robert said he works for a huge university, and he has some what were you saying to Ahmad, Robert, about in the next 10 years with students?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
we
hi.
hear you
We
loud
got
and
you.
clear.
Welcome to the show.
Howdy.
Hi.
Yes. We work for one of the larger higher education institutions in the nation, and we leverage AI across the board. A lot of people in the corporate world. The students that are in school today, in the next 10 years, are going to have to be AI literate. It is a tool. We've done presentations where we compare Clippy, if you remember from early Office Assistant.
Clippy. I do remember that. Yeah.
Get
off my screen.
I forgot about Clippy.
Everybody loved him, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
And that was
a little paper
an
clip.
assistant.
Yes, yes.
Or as AI the Terminator that's going to take over the world.
I believe that.
It's a tool.
Yeah.
Right? It's a tool.
You're right,
Yeah.
you're right.
Just like your previous caller just shared, that it's a tool for editing. I use it for responding to emails. I'll write my email, and then I put it through ChatGPT to clean it up and make it more cohesive. Right?
Okay.
So it's a tool.
So it's a tool.
We can use it for testing, for writing up test scenarios, project plans. It's a tool.
Okay.
So you feel like some of the
Students
older
will have to have that.
Yeah.
It's going to make them so much more efficient.
What about some of the older generation? Are they going to be left behind if they don't catch up and learn this?
It makes you faster, right? It makes you more efficient. So just like anything else, learning a tool, if you have an interest, there are so many classes out there, so many how-tos on YouTube. the technology is there, and there are tools to help you. I'm sure that a lot of the institutions around town will probably have adult learning classes to introduce you and to help you make you comfortable using the new tool.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks, Robert, for giving us that in perspective. Because, you're like, yes, it's fine. Don't run away from AI. It's not all bad. That's good. You need it in the next 10 years. AI generated. Just real quick, some of the things that teachers and managers are saying that I cannot get the phone to hang up. What is the deal? Okay.
We'll do it on our side.
Okay. Some of the things that will give you away, students and others on your resumes, is there's no personal touch. Some AI just feels copy pasted and robotic. So make sure it doesn't look like that. And it has weird formatting, like some of our callers said. You see, like, it starts with a comma sentence, has the dashes. This one says it'll be mismatched fonts, inconsistent formatting, or even template prompts that are attached, like insert accomplishment here on your resume. So, just, I guess, use it, what's the word? Sparingly, but you have to know how to use it. Yeah, like, I like what the first guy said. He goes, you write the thing, it's your content, and you want to flush it through AI to, like, anyway.
That's there to clean up, not to create.
Not to create.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
All righty, it's brought to you by Tachys Fiber. There is going to be a bit of a traffic nightmare this weekend. The Houston Avenue Bridge has recorded 69 different strike incidents this year, including 3 in the past week. Now, the damaged bridge is located northwest of downtown. It's going to be entirely closed from 9 tonight until 5 a.m. Monday morning.
Just the bridge or the
bridge,
I-10?
The bridge. Now, I would imagine underneath I-10, that section will have to be closed. The 60-year-old bridge does not meet TxDOT clearance requirements. And TxDOT does plan to demolish the bridge early in 2027. And then what they're going to do is reconstruct it underneath I-10. Well, that's a great idea. We're
right next to the bayou.
Right next to the flood.
It's like
literally.
literally
Are they not thinking. It's like,
right next to
how
the
many
bayou.
underpass floods do we have where people lose their lives and they think this is the brilliant answer?
Well, I mean,
so
if
they're
you
gonna
got
build
3
it
hits
under.
in one week, you got to think about
gotta do
something.
They
Yeah.
can't lift it
higher.
up, apparently.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
So the construction is, they expect it to be completed by mid-2028. But it's going to be kind of a mess around that area, especially this weekend. That's what's going down in H-Town.
All right, coming up next, I cannot wait for this prank call. You reach out to Kevin. He will put on the voice. He will mess with your person.
I'm going to try to bring in a new voice, Jasper McCumpsey.
Jasper McCumpsey. Where'd you come up with that name?
I'm going to have to sit down and think about that.
I've got sound effects ready.
Oh,
Will and Ryan. And he's going to get the letter M from Minute Maid delivered to the backyard. His wife has no idea. All she knows is that he loves Minute Maid Park
Because
and the
now it's
Astros.
Dyken.
So now they had to take down Minute Maid Park, and someone has to get the sign. It's not going to the storage.
We're going to hear this prank call next on The Real and Ryan Show with Eric.